these two. Therefore a by b plus b by a will be equal to cos of alpha minus beta plus I sin of alpha minus beta plus cos of alpha minus beta minus I sin of alpha minus beta. The value of this expression, that means value of this one is 0. Then 2x square into this one. Now we adjust by adding, subtracting these terms. Must be noted, in case of positive numbers, if a, b, b both positive, then root over ab is equal to root a into root b. No problem. If a negative, b negative, then root over ab I take that a equal to, say, minus m, b equal to minus n, m, n both positive. Then if we calculate, the result will be minus m minus n, under square root symbol, minus m into minus n, that means mn. But root over minus a into root over minus b, that is I root a into I root b, that is equal to I square root ab. Now if I take these two equal, then what we find? I square equal to 1. That is the contrary of I square equal to minus 1. As per definition, I square equal to minus 1. But what we find here? Root over ab is equal to I square root over ab, from which we get I square equal to 1, which is absurd. Therefore, in case of negative numbers, we cannot write root over ab is equal to root a into root b. Learner students, you note this thing, very important. Now, let us move to work out sums. Actually, more sums. In the earlier episode, I have worked out few sums. Now, lot of sums we have to work out. First I take this sum. If A is equal to cos alpha plus I sin alpha, B equal to cos beta plus I sin beta, then A by B plus B by A is equal to twice cos into alpha minus beta. This is to be proved. It is clear that first of all we have to calculate A by B and B by A. Now A by B is equal to cos alpha plus I sin alpha cos beta plus I sin beta. Denominator is a complex number in the form x plus iy. What we do? We multiply both numerator and denominator by the complex conjugate of the denominator. That means that will be equal to cos alpha plus I sin alpha into cos beta, minus I sin beta, and denominator will be cos beta I sin beta into cos beta minus I sin beta. Now we multiply the factors in the numerator. Denominator will be cos square beta minus I square sin square beta, that means plus sin square beta. That will be, I write the real part first, cos alpha cos beta, then I sin alpha minus I sin beta, that means minus I square means plus sin alpha sin beta, plus imaginary part, that is why I write I outside. Cos alpha first sin alpha cos beta, minus cos alpha sin beta. This is cos of alpha minus beta plus I into sin of alpha minus beta by 1. Therefore, finally we get A by B is equal to cos of alpha minus beta plus I sin of alpha minus beta. Now we have to calculate B by A, that will be equal to cos beta plus I sin beta by cos alpha plus I sin alpha, multiplying both numerator and denominator by cos alpha minus I sin alpha. I skip this one and write directly here. Denominator will be cos square alpha plus sin square alpha. If we multiply by cos alpha minus sin alpha, both numerator and denominator, and write the real part first at the numerator and the imaginary part, then that will be cos of alpha minus beta minus I sin of alpha minus beta. Learners are suggested to calculate yourself. Then we just add these two. Therefore, a by b plus b by a will be equal to cos of alpha minus beta plus I sin of alpha minus beta plus cos of alpha minus beta minus I sin of alpha minus beta. Then these two cancelled. Finally, we get 2 cos of alpha minus beta. Therefore, the sum is solved. Next sum. If z equal to 1 plus I by 1 minus I, then we have to show z plus z square plus z cube plus z to the power 4 equal to 0. This is the sum. I just run. First I write this z equal to 1 plus I by 1 minus I. To make the denominator real number, we have to multiply both numerator and denominator by the conjugate of the denominator. That means we have to multiply that numerator and denominator by 1 plus I. Therefore, this will be, numerator will be this one and this will be, therefore, z equal to, now I apply the identity. This is minus I square means 1, therefore denominator is 2. I square means minus 1, therefore these two will be cancelled. 2I by 2, that is equal to I. Therefore, we find z equal to I. Therefore, we can easily calculate z square equal to I square, that is minus 1. Then z cube means minus 1 into I square into I square equal to minus 1. Therefore, this is minus I. Z to the power 4, that will be equal to minus 1 whole square, that is 1. Therefore, left hand side is equal to z means I, z square equal to minus 1, z cube equal to minus I plus 1. All terms cancelled. Therefore, LHS equal to after calculation 0. Next sum, if x equal to this, then we have to find the value of this expression. Given x equal to 2 minus I root 3. First I note the complex number 2 minus I root 3 and left hand side x apparently which is in the real form. To solve this or such type of problems, we first take this real part on the left side, or x minus 2 is equal to minus I root 3. Now since there is I, if I square, then result will be, in the result there will be I square. That means in place of I square I can put the value minus 1. That is why we square both sides, squaring. What do we get? X minus 2 whole square equal to I square into 3. Or now I expand this one, x square minus 4x plus 4, that is equal to minus 3. Or just I take this on the left, x square minus 4x plus 7 is equal to 0. Now we have to find the value of this expression. For that we square. To get x to the power 4, we are getting here x square, just we square this one. Again squaring. X square minus 4x plus 7 whole square equal to 0. We have to use here the identity of the form a plus b plus c whole square, that is equal to a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2c. X to the power 4 plus 16x square plus 49, a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab, that means 8x cube plus 2bc 56x plus 2ca plus 14x square, that is equal to 0. Or x to the power 4, then I take x cube term minus 8x cube, then x square term plus 30x square, then x term after squaring we get this one. Now we write that expression. Now বন্ধ করো তো। squaring this one, we are getting this one. Now to find the value of this expression, I have written that. Now keeping this result in mind, we first take this expression which is to be multiplied by 2x square. That means after writing 2x square, I write this expression so that I can put the value of this expression. That means value of this one is 0. Then 2x square into this one. Now we adjust by adding, subtracting these terms. Then in the next row, I have put the value of this expression 2x square into 0. Then since there is x cube, I take x term, that is 3x term, outside this expression as a product. That means 3x into this expression. Then according to the adjustment, the remaining terms are minus 5x square plus 20x minus 35. Then this becomes 0. After that 3x into again 0. Then if I take minus 5 common factor, I get minus 5 within brackets x square minus 4x plus 7. I put that value and finally we get the result 0. Therefore, for this problem, this part is not required. Therefore, I write final step like this: 2x to the power 4 minus 5x cube minus 3x square plus 41x minus 35 equal to 0. Answer. Next sum, we will get various sums like this. A complicated expression will be given. You are to express that expression after simplification in the a plus ib form, that is called also standard form in case of complex number. What will be the solution? Let me solve. First of all, four plus I whole square. Since whole square is there, I use the identity 4 square plus 2 into 4 into I plus I square, 16 plus 8I minus 1, 15 plus 8I, which is of the form A plus IB. Here A equal to 15, B equal to 8. If it is required to express in the form A plus B, after simplification, after getting that form of this one, you must mention which is of the form A plus IB, and after that mention the values of A and B. Therefore, this sum is solved. Then number B, 2 plus 3I into 4 minus 5I. Just we multiply as we did in case of real number systems. 4 minus 5i plus 3i, 4 minus 5i. Use distributive law. 8 minus 10i plus 12i minus 15i square. That means this one 8 plus 2i minus I square means plus let me check. Minus 5i, 3i, 8 minus 10i, 12i minus 15i square, 23. Of the form a plus ib, here a equal to 23, b equal to 2. Sometimes it will be required expressed in the standard form or expressed in the a plus ib form, then find its conjugate. Then in the first case, conjugate of the given complex number, I write in short, is 15 minus 8i. And in this case, conjugate will be 23 minus 2i. Conjugate (23 minus 2i).